Peace, everybody. Welcome to Royal Readings by Royal Blue. I am Royal Blue. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support over all this time that I've been doing this, in public. But I have a special message for the Black men. So this reading is dedicated and prepared for the Black man. But ladies, feel free to listen in, because I'm sure there is a Black man in your life, whether it be your father, your husband, your brother. So this message can teach you as well. But I'm reading Message to the Black Man in America by Elijah Muhammad. Where I am now, I'm just going to read to you a couple paragraphs. This book was written, I think, like in 60, let me see, exactly, I don't want to be wrong, 1965, actually. Message to the Black Man. So, what I'm reading now is Time is at Hand. And it really is, like, the time is at hand. You can see the evidence of the signs of the times. It says, know that Allah is with us, the believers, and Allah has promised in the Bible and in the Holy Quran that if we believe and put our trust in Him, He is sufficient as a protector, that no weapons formed against the true believers will prosper. We are the true believers of Allah. As the Holy Quran teaches, they planned against us, but Allah also has plans, and He is the best of planners. Hello, Calvin. Thank you for joining me. I warn all of you that the devils, hypocrites, and disbelievers will continue trying to turn you away from the truth, so you will have to suffer hellfire with them. So the so-called American Negroes, my people, are now in a time when they must decide on life or death, and we are literally living within that time. The world we have known is on its way out, and it wishes to carry you and me with it, but it will not. This is the right path. Believe in Allah and come follow me. We are the last members of the original Black nation and have been found and chosen by Allah to make a great nation, a nation under His guidance to excel the nations of the past. Study the parable of Jesus and the lost sheep, the prodigal son, the stone that the builders rejected, the garden taken from the wicked husband and given to another, and the mustard seed becoming a tree under which the beasts found shade, and which the birds found rest. Know that you, the so-called American Negroes, are divinely promised the kingdom of heaven, as it is called, after the destruction of this world. The people of this world will stop at nothing in trying to seduce you to follow them, and remain with them so that you, too, will share in their doom. They ask you to take part in their doom, and you accept. When accepting the call to their false friendship, you are also accepting death. It says, I hope you remember what I said to you concerning the prepared destruction by Allah for this people, and you who take part with them. Since they already have a head start, they believe they will deceive you in going along with them, ignoring the call of Allah and your own salvation in heaven at once while you live. The consequence of this rejection of His call will get you a disgraceful year's punishment or chastisement, night and day. You will wish that you were dead. When night comes, you will wish it were day. When day comes, you will wish it was night. You can find the chastisement mentioned in Revelations. Salvation has come to the Black men of America, but their fear of losing the hate, I cannot say the love, because they do not love you, of their enemies caused them to reject it. In the coming years, one of you who is now a disbeliever in Allah and the great brotherhood of Islam will be suffering the punishments that have been mentioned in the above chapters and verses. America is the first country and people that Allah wishes to destroy, but He will not destroy them until you have heard the truth of her and of yourself. I shall continue to warn you of the divine penalty that awaits you who reject your God and my Savior. In this world of crisis and destruction of nations, the only escape you have is in Allah and following me. So, that was a deep message to the... Hello, Shiloh. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Ray. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Message to the Black man in America. This book was written in 1965, like I said before, but is still relevant today, even more so than it was back then. We can see it, just by watching the news, just by the loved ones that we're losing. So with that being said, like I said, this reading is dedicated to the Black man. So this message is for you. And it's going to tap a little bit into your divine feminine side, Black men, because you do have one. Some may consider it to be their sensitive side, their side that needs to be protected. Their job is to be the protector, but they also need to be protected. And Allah is the protector of us all. So I'm going to pull a spirituality card. Okay. Hey, Tony, thanks for tuning in. All right, we got some brothers up in here today. And we are going to see what Spirit has to say to you men out there. All right. One more shuffle. I think I lost another card. Oh, it'll turn up. All right. So, the card that came up for you is stay true and be in your power. Stay true and be in your power. I'm going to read to you what that means for you and why that card came up for you in such a time as this. There's too many false people out there. They're wearing a false mask, pretending to be on your side, pretending to support you, all the while they have their own agenda. Stay true and be in your power says, you are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within you. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being. There is no permission required from anyone apart from yourself to be and live your truth. There are many voices that will test you on the journey from illusionary shackles of fear, loss, or abandonment that may hold you back or tempt you into giving your power away to others. You shall awaken from the testing into the realization of spiritual independence within. And it also goes on to say, you have the power to create and own your reality, and you don't need permission from anyone else to do this. Honor your spiritual sovereignty. Let the Lady Isis help you find your spiritual authority and freedom of choice now. So, this reading is going to let you know how powerful you are. It's going to show you how powerful that the black man truly is. You know, made in Allah's image. Like, I'm going to pull some color cards to see what you need to add into your life. And we have, wow, it's on my hand like a bird. And we have peace, and it has a bird on the card. You need peace in your life. Anytime I greet people, I always say peace, whether it's saying hello or goodbye. It creates a calming effect. Peace is the absence of all confusion. Several cards want to jump out, but okay, one more. Let's see here. Need one more. So, men, of course, are incorporating peace into your lifestyle. That's what we need right now. Real talk. If we had more peace in the world, we wouldn't be going through what we're going through. All right. So the next card we have, intuition. Hey, Iris. Thank you for tuning in. We have intuition. We all have it. We all just don't tap into it or use it. So, I'm going to read to you first about peace. And it says, when shining light through a prism, all the colors are revealed in a rainbow. White light is the combination of every color within the visible spectrum working harmoniously together. When this card is drawn, it is an invitation to bring a sense of peace into your life. This may come to you after a period of turmoil as a sign of healing, or you may find it when the mind is quieted during a simple meditation, or when you are taking a moment to just stop and reflect. Open up your heart and let peace come to you. Accept this gentle offering of healing and stillness. This is what Spirit wants for you. For all of us is peace. Now we're going to talk about intuition. I'm going to read to you what intuition means for you right now. And it says, intuition is the inner knowing that we all possess. Society encourages us to ignore the deep knowledge that sits within us and asks us to use intellect instead. But sometimes intellect alone just can't guide you where you need to go. The more you pay attention to your intuition, the stronger it becomes. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Where is it guiding you? For the black man, it's guiding you into peace. You know, when you want to get mad or frustrated, don't pick up a gun. You know, use your mind. And then we have illumination. You're here to shine light in the world, especially for these children that's coming up today. It's like there's no guidance. There's no light leading their path. They're in a dark, dark world, and it seems like they're all alone. Like nobody cares, so they do what they want to whoever they want for whatever reason. Illumination says, drawing this card is like turning on a light in a pitch black room. When the room is dark, it feels unfamiliar, scary, and mysterious. However, once the lights are on, you can see and feel the truth of your situation and approach what you've illuminated with a deeper knowing and ease. You know, once the light come on for you spiritually, there's no turning back. You're not going to want to go back to darkness, to emptiness, to, you know, that mysterious feeling you get, that fearful feeling you get. And then we have, wow, mystery. The black man is a complicated mystery. That's why other people are trying to kill the black man off. They know the power that they possess. The other people know. And they are fearful of the man that you are. And for mystery, it says, the mystery card represents the idea that it's okay to not have all the answers all the time. Embrace the various mysteries of life and let things happen and unfold as they need to. Surrender to the unknown. Surrender to Allah, the one that can save your life and soul. He is calling for the black men to stand up. Stand up for their women, stand up for their children, stand up for their communities, stand up for themselves. Have a firm foundation. I'm going to see what the oracles of the seven energies is saying to you. You know, there's three important things that the man is supposed to do. And that's be priest, protector, and provider of the household. You have to be a leader, and we have a powerful move. A powerful move would be changing your train of thought. A powerful move is getting off of the path of destruction and onto the path of righteousness. A powerful move is like playing chess, like a chess game. It's all mysterious, but enlightening. You know, where you get to use your intuition to figure things out for yourself. And also to have a peace of mind. Okay, now I'm going to read to you what a powerful move is talking about. It's talking about taking action. You know, do something different to get different results. Movement with purpose. Do things because you want or need to, not because you have to. Just, you know, put in the effort, put in the work. Putting into motion your intentions. That's what a powerful move is. It's about making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place. And, you know, it's about positive change. Changing for the better. Like I said, once that light comes on spiritually, it's hard to dim it. It's hard for it to go out. Unless you just totally reject the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that Allah is trying to give to you. You know, that's like a slap in the face to him. Like, I'm trying to show you the way to eternal life, and you reject me. You know, Allah is his name, but God is his title. So that's why a lot of people say God. But it goes on to say, the time for rest is over. Change is in the air. This is a powerful time when deliberate action is needed to move your intentions out of the realm of thought and into the material, from ideas into action. How do you approach your relationship in the invisible world as it influences the visible? Do you see the relationship? Do you recognize yourself as a unique, whole, and worthy being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, and whose life has meaning? You are a mighty co-creator with the universe, so step into that power and see your intentions manifest in the world. Real positive change is possible when you make choices from an authentic sense of self and take a conscious step towards your dreams. To take steps towards your intended experience, start first with the way you think. Let curiosity be the focus now, and display a willingness to discover new things instead of confirming your past expectations. Be open, be clear about your motives and desires, and set your intention. Then step into the magic just waiting for you to claim it. Traveling, moving, flowing, flying, whatever describes the changes in your life, know that these are called for now. Act with thoughtfulness and awareness, and remember to be true to yourself. Wow. And that's what the spirituality card says. Stay true and be in your power. So this is just confirmation that you're making powerful moves. And it goes on to say, what is called for now is doing the thing that needs to be done. All will be better than well. What an exciting time indeed, even in the midst of this despair that we are going through as a people. You know, so change your way of thinking to change your direction if you're headed in the wrong direction. And I'm going to pull up a karmic energy card. I'm just going to pull one, because what goes around comes around. All right. And we have the Treasure. Take these words as I'm telling you them, as a treasure, because you're going to look back and you're going to remember these words. You're going to remember me telling you, you know, this message to the black man in America. The Treasure. It says, a man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that obviously had been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hadn't been touched. This card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be the loss of a job, a relationship, or even an opportunity. But remember that this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, but there is a great treasure within you that is always available. The little chest represents that part of you that is filled with light. Remember, illumination, we talked about light here. And, you know, light is just the truth. That's all it is. It isn't vulnerable, and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. Illumination. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. But you have to live to see it. You know, think before you act. All right? So, just because you may have lost some things, you didn't lose the most important thing. And that is the spiritual light that is within you, that is keeping you peaceful and calm in a time of when your things were violated, when, you know, you were crossed. You didn't snap. Some people would have been quick to pick up a gun and shoot somebody just for looking their way as they're, you know, going through life. Is just crazy nowadays. So we have to change our mindsets. We have to change the mindsets of these children. We need to start teaching them the truth. You know, we learn part of history, you know, while in school. Only a piece of it. And, you know, it ain't even the most important piece. I'm going to pull one more card. All right. All right. These cards represent the past, present, and the future. Yeah, it's time for, instead of killing off each other, you know, cut off those devil's heads. Those demons that rise up in you. Like, cut them down. Like, don't let them take over you, because you'll end up dead or in jail. And I don't want that for anyone anymore that don't deserve it. So, for the past, we have 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And I'm going to read to you for the past 8 of Swords and what it means to you right now. What it means for you. I don't know what it means to you, but hopefully it's enlightening. And it will shed some more light on a piece of your life maybe that you have forgotten about, or, you know, that you have ignored. It says, completely tunnel visioned in. You are unable to see different perspectives with multiple blind spots. Trapped in your mind, you think there is no way out and can't seem to devise an escape plan. However, take a look around and notice that the chains around your arms have been loose this entire time. This is a self-inflicted prison, and you have all the tools necessary to break out. Opportunities are aplenty if you choose to see them. Basically, you have choices. Limited thinking leads to even narrower pathways in your prison of limitation. Needing permission from someone else other than yourself is giving away your power. What did Isis tell you? Stay true and be in your power. You know, don't give your power away. And you don't need permission from anybody else other than yourself. You don't need anybody else's stamp of approval. Take back what is yours. The only permission you need is from yourself. I just said that. And it says, change your perspective to open up and allow the infinite possibilities to flow in. All right. So you have choices. You can stand there and play the victim if you want to, so you'll have something to cry about. But take action. You know, remove the blindfold off your eyes so you can see. You know, take off those chains around your wrists so you can fight. Not pull a trigger, but if you have to fight, you know, get into it. And for the present card, we have the Fool. It's not bad as it sounds, the Fool. It's just, we have some foolish people in the world. Just read the book of Proverbs in the Old Testament. It's full of foolish things that we do. But this is the Fool. Like, maybe you're just a fool in love, you know? And for the Fool for your life, in the present, the right now, this very moment in time, says, how exciting. The Fool is a card of pure spontaneous energy filled with curiosity and enthusiasm for the next adventure. You're ready to step forward into a new journey where the sky's the limit. You have boundless potential where you can pour your exuberance into a fresh creative endeavors. Living in the moment, you're learning to let go of expectations and to go with the flow. You are ready to venture into unknown territories and pioneer your free spirit self into this new phase of your life. With a carefree attitude, this is a time to really discover yourself in new ways and explore your options. Trust your gut, listen to your heart, and believe in yourself. And that's all a part of your intuition. Once you let go, the universe will support you on this exciting beginning of your journey. You only live once. YOLO. Yellow. Illumination. Be a light in your community. You know, even if you have to gather the community together and tell them how, important this is. I mean, I know people express the importance of, what we're going through right now, but it's going to take some very influential people from the hood that has made life-changing choices that's kept them alive. It's like a survival intervention. Offer them incentives and to turn in their guns or something, or because after a while we're not going to need guns anyway. So, but anyway, for the future we have the Chariot. It's time to move on from a certain situation, and it's going to change your life. And you're going to do this whether you want to or not. Because God has the final say so. I'm going to read to you what the Chariot means for you. And this is dealing with the Cancer energy. And we are in the Cancer season right now. It says, vroom, you've got your hands on the steering wheel and you are ready to go. You are laser focused on your goals and your willpower is driving you straight towards your destination. The road may have a few bumps along the way, but your determination, confidence, and inner drive, you'll get through it, safe and sound. The challenges that you bump up against on your journey will ultimately make you stronger. Maintain focus and you will reach your destination with roaring success. Enjoy each stop along the path while it lasts because it'll make the end goal feel so much more worth it. Remember to run your own race and to ignore the haters. Keep doing your thing. We all have different talents to offer, and if you keep focused on yours, you will win the race with style and finesse. Keep your eye on the prize. You have that treasure, remember? That is your prize. And this represents the future. Something is about to happen right before your eyes, and you're not going to be able to believe it. And we have authority. You have to take back your authority as a man, as a black man at that. You are sovereign. You are royalty, but you get treated worse than an animal. Like, it's unbelievable. I'm listening to Unbelievable right now. It's unbelievable. I'm going to read to you what authority is saying to you right now, black man. Hey, Jeff Hick. Thank you for tuning in. Authority. And this is a message to the black man in America. You know, it's time to take back your authority. You know, even as just being a human, colored man, black man, original. It says this card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included are good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded, and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. I can't stress this enough. This message needs to go out to all the young black men that are coming up in this day and age, you know, being tempted by the devils, you know, with drugs, alcohol, you know, whatever it may be, a certain type of lifestyle. Children are impressionable. You know, they believe what you teach them, and they believe what you teach them to be right and exact and true. And that is not always the case. Some end up being abused mentally, physically, sexually, emotionally, verbally. You know, and they carry that around with them. They carry it to their graves sometimes without even having anybody to talk about it. That's why a lot of people commit suicide. They don't have anybody to talk to where they will feel that they will be understood. So they devise their own escape plan to escape that thing that's keeping them from being in control. And it goes on to say, it could be someone of high influence in business or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on or emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. You know, we can't just pick a cause, slap a name on it, and think that's all there's. Like, there's nothing going to change with that. It has to come from, I think there are so many smart kids out here. They're smart enough to do what they're doing and get away with it most of the time. So if they're smart enough to do that, they're with a change within them gradually. You don't want to push nothing up on anybody. But, you know, like I said, children are impressionable. They watch what they see. Some have to kick into survival mode on their own, you know, at a young age. Like, they got to do what they got to do to survive. They learn to hustle, you know, and then they have the potential to become a great businessman. You know, look at Jay-Z, for example. You know, his humble beginnings to where he is now. There was a process. And these young men need to go through the same process and transform their lives. Okay, and it goes on to say, use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace rather than one of foolishness. You know, some people want to act a fool right now. You know, don't act with foolishness. Don't be belligerent. Don't be greedy or self-centered. That's where all this stuff is coming from. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield your power and authority is now being tested. Now is the time to puff your chest out and speak your mind. Speak the truth. Speak what you know. Shed light into some young black men's lives, younger than yourselves. Instill in them their spiritual side. This card also represents the emperor. And you know, emperors are rulers. They have dominion. All right. So, we're going to pull cards from the Kipper deck. I'm going to see how many come out. I'm looking for 4 cards. 4 cards, there's 1. There's 2. And I'm going to pick them up in the order that they fall. There's 3. And 1 more. All right. Well, actually, we have a total of 5 cards. All right. All right, the first card that came up is child. We was just talking about saving the babies, saving the children from themselves. You know, but as grown folks, as a mature black male, you know, you should have put away your childish ways by now. You know, if a baby see you acting a fool, they're going to grow up acting a fool. There got to be some type of compromise to change. To change the lives of children before it gets out of hand. And it's already out of hand. But there's more children coming up behind these children. Who's teaching them? You know, they didn't ask to be here in this world. But they're here now. And we got to show them the right way. And the next card that came up is main male. You have to be the main male in your children's lives. If you're not taking care of your children, start. They came from you. They have your bloodline. You know? And next we have... Okay. Next we have a mature man. I told you this message is all about the black man in America. I see a mature man that holds much knowledge and wisdom and understanding and is very powerful when it comes to his thinking process. His thought process is fire. All right. Next we have, there could be a mature male that is having bad health issues. He may be on his deathbed and he wants to see a change in the world before he goes. And then we have adjudication. Some type of judgment. I'm thinking of Judgment Day is coming. Judgment has already began. And you never know who it's going to hit next. There's a message of concern here. You know, somebody's asking the question, how are we going to reach these children? How can we make them listen to us now? You know, it's going to take some prayer and peace. Some of this for you may be your calling. It may be your occupation to counsel children, to or start your own business dealing with children, you know, where they won't be judged. You know, I see somebody asking for child support for the children, and you're not even sure if it's this person's child. There's false people around you. There's somebody who is wearing a false mask that, you know, has been talking too much about your situation. But they're your friend, though. But they're talking to other people about your situation. And there's a mature woman here. I'm seeing someone likes to gossip. Males that gossip like women is not cool. That is not becoming. It's not cute. It's bad enough women do it, but we need men to do it too. No. Just handle your business in the community. Change the lives of these children in your neighborhoods. Give them something to look forward to, something to do outside of killing each other. It's out of control. And it's going to take Allah himself to set the record straight and pay back those who are responsible for causing this thing to happen. You know, people are toiling and laboring, you know, paying taxes to take care of a lot of these children that are in the system. And I'm going to pull one last card, and then I'm going to move on to my Angel Answers cards. We have expectation. You know, the system expects us to fail as a people. They expect you to go to prison or for you to die. They don't want your sons to be able to reproduce. They don't want any more black children on earth. Especially in America. You know, I'm not knocking America. America is a great country. It's just the people that run it that's corrupt. So I don't have a problem with America itself. It's the powers that be in America who are in the distant horizons. You don't even see these people. You don't even know who these people are, but they exist. All right, let's go to the Angel Answers cards. All right, there may be a question in your mind. You may need some type of clarity, resolution, or answers for, or some type of confirmation. And for someone, it says no. Like, with an attitude like no. Let me read to you what that type of no means with the exclamation mark for you. Because there's different ways you can say no. You can be like, no, 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 hell no. You know, it just depends. And we have a definite no. It says, the response to your inquiry is a firm no. You needn't worry, though, as you will see why this was the perfect answer as time goes by. All right. So, black man, let's see what the angels has to say to you next. You know, whatever fly or fall, it is what it is. I don't pick and choose cards. They just come up as they come up. And you have trust. You know, these children got to be able to trust you. You know, build a trusting relationship within the community. Where they look forward to seeing you or talking to you or, you know, just being in your presence. Like, I don't know if anybody has been watching the OWN network where the show come on tonight, matter of fact. David Makes Man on Oprah's channel. Well, David, growing up in the projects, looked up to a man named Sky. He learned how to hustle through this man. And, you know, now as a grown man, he's a successful businessman. And that's how I'm thinking that a lot of these things are going to happen for these children. Something life-changing is going to happen to them as a collective, as a whole. And I'm really praying for the Linden community, because that's where I grew up. And, you know, it's like the devil just got in there and just twisted everything around, you know, making good look bad and bad look good. And, you know, there's blinders on these people. And we have a year from now, something is going to happen within a year from now. But I'm going to read to you about trust first, and then on to a year from now. Trust. This is a time for trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our very eyes. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't tell you yet what it is. But you're going to know a year from now exactly what I'm talking about to you today. You can look back at this video a year from now and watch the progress of our people. And I'm going to read to you what a year from now means for you right now. It says, the event you are asking about will occur within this year or soon after. During this time interval, you're encouraged to stay optimistic and to continue with self-care activities and other preparations for your desire. Remember that other people's free will choices are involved. Not everybody's going to see things your way. Everybody's not going to see things clearly right away. You know, some things has to be gradual for certain individuals, because certain individuals can't think as quickly, or, you know, are indecisive, or don't know which way to go, or, you know, they're just lost. So that's why all these black churches I see on almost every corner in the city is like, what are you doing? I'm not saying all churches, but a lot of them within the communities. They try to reach out, but then they back away because of fear. You know, If you're divinely protected, then you're divinely protected. You don't have nothing to fear. Just speak your mind. Speak the truth. Shed light on a dark world from your perspective. It can add to the collective and make us all whole. Bottom line. But it goes on to say, your angels are presently working behind the scenes on your behalf, even if you can't immediately see the evidence of your answered prayers. All this is coming to an end. All this violence is coming to an end. Everything that has begun has to stop. It has to stop. You are in authority. You are the adult. So black men, stand up. You know, do your duty as a father figure. Even if you don't have children of your own, you could be looked up to as a father figure for someone who didn't have a father growing up. And it's going to take a lot of patience. Because these kids can get on your nerves these days. It's going to take a whole lot of patience and planning to change your community. There's going to be obstacles and challenges along the way. But you'll get over it. You'll get through it. You know, it's just the devil trying to keep you off your trajectory, you know, and you know, gear you towards his path, which leads to destruction and death. But follow the light and you'll receive rest and rejuvenation. You know, along this road, you'll get to rest and rejuvenate, you know, build your energy back up for the next journey or next adventure that's coming your way. And passion is going to be ignited in you through your community. Because you're tired of losing loved ones. You're tired of seeing children gunned down. So come up out of the shadows and into the light. Let God's light shine down upon you and illuminate those around you. Help them see the truth within themselves of how powerful you black men are. And ultimately, it'll all lead you to your destiny. So I'm going to go back and read to you about this Destiny card, which is the last card I'm reading for you today. Destiny, which ultimately is the Wheel of Fortune card in an original tarot deck, but these are oracle cards. Destiny. All right. And destiny is number 10, so it says, good luck and fortune are now in your favor. A cycle of change, success, growth is imminent. Life ebbs and flows in its natural journey, and the destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. You have a treasure coming. It could be a piece of jewelry. It could be a diamond ring, diamond earrings. It could be a diamond bracelet, necklace, something. Something of great significance and value. Okay, it says, the Destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing directly at you. What you sowed, you're about to reap. Open up your heart and accept and receive what you've earned. Opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. So expect the unexpected. This is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues. You're being given the chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past, enabling you to move steadily forward in a positive direction. Holding on to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life is the key. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. With this card, take advantage of all opportunities. Act now, take responsibility for your actions, and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. Don't always rely on luck, however, for the wheel most definitely will turn again. So even if you miss the first go round, just know that that wheel of fortune is going to keep turning, and it will eventually come back to you. And you should be open and ready to receive, immediate abundance that's due to you. I think you want more money. You want more power. Something's telling me to tell you to become your own boss. Step out of the shadows from working for someone else and build your own. Build your own community store, or like we used to have back in the day, we used to have our own drugstores in our neighborhoods. We had our own grocery stores, our own dry cleaners, barbershops. We were a thriving business, and then, there they go, dropping, vices into our neighborhoods, people picking them up, and it carried them away from what they had. Where, a lot of people lost everything, even their minds, their lives. Some people were on drugs, that became on drugs so bad that they lost everything. But don't let these deaths of our young people go in vain. It should ignite a passion within you to keep the rest of them alive. Do your part as a man, especially if you're a man of God. If you call yourself a man of God, do your due diligence and change the lives of these young people in your communities. Your churches shouldn't be turning people away if they're trying to come in to change their lives. Just because they're not dressed a certain way, just because they have tattoos or piercings, for whatever reason. You don't know who that person could be. It could be an angel in disguise, and you then rejected them. You don't know who people are. It could be a test of your faith. All right. That is all I have for you. I thank you for tuning in. If you want a personal reading, just hit me up at, Royal Blue on Facebook, or Royal Readings by Royal Blue on Facebook, or on Instagram. So that's all. Like I said, that's all I have. I just want the black man to stand up. And if you can, every black man should have this book. As a matter of fact, I need to return this book to the black man I borrowed it from years ago. I'll have to hit him up and let him know I still have his book. But, yeah, I've read it a couple times, and, wow, it's just a powerful book. Like, all right, since we have, I have a few more minutes. Okay, since we have the authority card in this reading, I'm going to read real quick Authority from Allah, none other. Okay, you see authority here, and I'm about to read authority from Allah, none other. Okay, it says, the incredible upsurgence of Muhammad's temples of Islam in North America has brought forth not only popular acclaim and acceptance, but also occasional unfounded attempts to discredit my mission. In response to alleged statements made by an Eastern Muslim leader and printed recently in a white newspaper purporting criticism of the teachings of the Muslims in America, I gave the following reply to this widely circulated story in the interest of clarity. And it goes on to say, we do not have an authentic proof that the Muslims in Jeddah, Arabia, said anything of the kind to the white American newspaper reporters, but it is known that the white Americans in their newspapers will be printing much propaganda against the truth that Allah, God, has given to me to deliver to my people, the American so-called Negroes. We are the brother of Muslims, not only in Arabia, but from all over the entire world, wherever one is found. This I have proved time and time again. They know me and I know them. We are not enemies of each other, and the time will come when the white Americans and black Americans, so-called Negroes, will know. There have been a few things said here of the Orthodox Muslims as not agreeing with me on the white race being the race of devils, as God has revealed them. But from wherever this was picked up, it is only from those who wish continuous socialization with the American whites. But as time goes on, you will not find them in any such pictures as being my enemies. They too are gradually coming over with me in the understanding for the first time in their history the realization of the devils. It is in the Holy Quran that these people are the devils, and the scholars of Islam knows it. This is the last and final truth to be delivered to the world, the knowledge of God and the devils. And I'll leave it there. Know who the devil is. Don't look in the mirror and see the devil. You should see the God in you, the God that you are. All right, God and goddesses. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for tuning in. So just dropping a little knowledge here. Look at it as a treasure. Pick up that jewel and place it in your crown and keep it moving. Put into action what you want to see happen. And they're going to wonder, how did such a, they call us the minority, but we're the majority while they're playing. They just want to be first in everything. They want to be this, they want to be that. But without us, they would have never been created. But the truth is coming to the light. The truth is coming to the light. So ultimately, this reading for you, message to the black man in America is saying, stay true and be in your power. Use your authority and help these children to leave their foolish ways behind, or they're not going to be here to see what's to come next for them. I see great things coming in the future. Where my Kipper deck? I see great things coming. I'm sorry, I had to pick it up. I know I said this was over, but the messages just keep flowing, keep coming. And I want to see what Spirit is trying to say. We have pathway. You can follow the light. Or you can end up in the courthouse. Just something to think about. You know, use your life as an example. Use your life to change somebody else's life. Write a book, tell a story, have seminars, do a YouTube channel, do something that's going to reach the people, to keep them out of courthouses, to keep them out of jail, and to follow the righteous path. The righteous path can carry you a long way. It is your destiny to be here. And have patience. And watch things unfold. Because a year from now, your life is going to be totally different from the way it is now. Just like a whole year ago, our life was totally different from the way it is now. We couldn't even leave our homes. We had to be quarantined. And, you know, now we're doing basically whatever we want to do like we were doing before. Except they won't open the damn state fair. But everything else is open. All right. That's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning in. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Royal Readings by Royal Blue. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Royal Readings by Royal Blue. All right. Peace out.